G'day, Ben from Melbourne here, and believe it or not, this is part 5 of Meet the Neighbours. That's right, we're gonna show a bit more of our favourite music from, well, not just Flying Nun, but New Zealand in general. A lot of these are on Flying Nun, of course. Bit to show this time around, so let's get cracking. Alright. Let's start off with the Skeptics. Founded way back in 1979, these two albums, Amalgam and I think this is their self-titled one, 88, 90, around that time. Electronic, avant-garde kind of deal. Bit experimental with the bit of electronic instruments amongst the standard drums, guitar, bass, and all that jazz. And this one's just on a black vinyl. This is a reissue on the great Flying Nun label and in collaboration with Captured Tracks. I think that's just black label, yep. And the other one, which that's the back cover, there's the front, and some nice photos on the inner there. Lovely, lovely stuff. And again, Flying Nun, Captured Tracks, yellow label there. Righto. Bit of BRESSA CREETING cake. Now these guys formed in Auckland around 1991. They played live irregularly apparently, and mostly with completely different set of songs every time, and from one show to the next, and often played dressed up like monks sometimes. So again, this is a great reissue on Flying Nun. Highly recommend picking up anything on the Flying Nun label and their great reissue program. Very cool inners there. I got that, got that sideways. Oh no, I think the pictures are all over the joint. And what do you know? Black on purple. Very nice. Picture of the band. This is a double album, of course, because it's a reissue and you got all your extras, cool pink labels on this one. So now what was called the third wave of Flying Nun bands. Just bear with me while I lean all the way over. Were of course the amazing 3Ds, one of my absolute favourites from the 90s. Also, one of the very first shows I saw when I moved down to Melbourne from the country town Swan Hill. Mind-blowing stuff, hadn't seen anything like it before in my life. Had only been to big shows up until that point, and to see like a band like this in a small club, it was actually at the Punters Club, and yeah, mind-blowing stuff. Great band, the 3Ds. Of course, on Flying Nun, they sort of, band which had a bit of something for everyone. They had that sort of knockout combination of overloaded guitars, kind of horror show imagery in the lyrics. This is actually the reissue which came out a year or two ago of Hell's a Poppin'. Sorry, I should have said that. And then, as usual, something very small, which you can pause and read yourselves. But the funny thing is, a lot of people, compared them to like the Pixies, which, you can hear that in there. But hilariously, the band described themselves as a bastard offspring of Black Sabbath and Fairport Convention. Cool inners there with some gig flyers. they like to say that, yeah, the point of difference was a unique combination of Celtic lilt with berserk metal fury. I don't know about that, but there was some berserkness. Nice purple vinyl on this one. Yeah, one of the truly great bands of the 90s, just not just on Flying Nun. So this is the other reissue of the Venus Trail. Again, on Flying Nun. And again, minute writing for you to enjoy. Cover art on these are great. Like all of these records I've been showing over the past few videos, they've just got a real cool aesthetic and look. Very original. Nice blue vinyl there with the blue labels. Hope you can pick that up. It doesn't just look black, it's kind of a deep blue. And the other thing I got with theirs is the 7-inch Beautiful Things. This is a Merge Flying Nun release. And let's see what's inside here. A bit of Merge business. And just on a black vinyl with a cool label in there. Digging that. And I might just quickly reach over and show you. I got a CD or two of 3Ds separate from those. So there's the We Bury the Living, which I think is a comp of a lot of their early singles and EPs. This is great stuff. There's the back cover there. As always, the artwork's really cool. Yeah. Surprisingly, you know, for a lot of early stuff. How's that guy? Yes, they come out pretty much fully formed, the 3Ds. And now this was what I think was the last thing they did. Strange News from the Angels. That's the slick there. Yeah. Yeah, all sorts of goodness in there. How's that for a coffee cup? And as usual, great artwork. And the CD itself looks like that. And the back cover there. Great stuff. All right. Next up, we have stuff on the floor is what we have. King Loser from 1992. I have a 7-inch of theirs called Tie Us Down, back with Matchstick. Yeah, create like this cool lo-fi psychedelic kind of noise rock. Yeah, it's quite unique in how raw it is, but kind of strangely musical as well. Like they use like real noise, you know, sort of noisescapes, I guess, like not like a, because you say soundscape and you think mellow. Yeah, guitar sounds, like really original sounding band, like a weird yeah, mix up of tremolo and noise that just add this extra dimension to the sound. And also yeah, there's like really noisy feedbacking synthesizers and stuff on here as well. Great stuff, and even a cello in there. So this is the 2 CDs I have called You Can't Kill What Cannot Live. It's a slick there. It's got be here forever if I show you every single thing. All cool. CD and the back cover. Lovely stuff. And lastly for them, oh, that was in the 7-inch, I think. Did I say? That must be the label, 18-wheeler. That one's on. And the CD, Call of the Outlaw. Really cool. If you like it's still, you know, identifiable with that Flying Nun / Dunedin quirky sound, but it's a bit more on the noisy, full-on end of things. Here's your CD. Bit of a snake there. Can you see that back cover? Cool. Right, now for another one of my favourites is GARAGELAND. Now these guys formed in Auckland in 1992. This is a reissue, last exit to GARAGELAND on Flying Nun. This is a double album. It's great. Comes with this EP, the Comeback Special. Fantastic. Like, just this is the first thing I heard of them, and like, yeah, songs like What Will You Do, Fay Ray, Pop Cigar, the whole thing's killer. Yeah, they're, as you probably guessed, they're named after the Clash song Garageland, influenced by Pixies, Pavement, The Clean at Home, even a bit of Velvet Underground. Actually quite critically acclaimed in the UK and United States as well. Just catchy, quirky pop songs. It just seems to run in the blood of New Zealand people to write just great weird songs with hooks. Yeah, and must have been a thrill for them, as later on they actually recorded a song called Feel Alright with one of their heroes from the Velvet Underground, John Cale. That's the back cover there. There's the band. Really cool stuff. And again, green label. Nothing too mind-blowing. Oh, there's always one, isn't there? Hard to get back in. Oh, got it. Okay, moving right along. The JPS Experience, or Jean-Paul Sartre, or Jean-Paul Sartre. Yeah, okay, that was terrible, bordering on a racist accent there. Sorry, French people. This is an awesome set. It's called The Story of the JPS Experience, and I like Rain. And as you can see, there's a few records in here. Divided into love songs, The Size of Food, and the great record Bleeding Star, which I had on CD for years and years. Around 86, 93. Sort of indie pop rock is very much influenced by the English shoegazer scene, which was happening parallel with that. A little bit of info here. There you go. Check it out. All good. So the three records we've got. These are all out of order, so let's. Love Songs was the first one. Yeah, there we go. And did I say what label these were on? I don't think I did. Fire Records. So you see that in the corner there. And these, they come with a little bit of business inside. Whole lot of information to take in there. I think these are all going to have a similar label, which is cool, just on the black vinyl. So I might not show all of those. I'll just show the record. So this is Bleeding Star, which I should have showed last, but anyway. Really cool packaging, great set. Again, whole bunch of malarkey to wrap your eyeballs around. And The Size of Food. Cool stuff. And yeah, again, brain food. Alright, what do we have next? So now we've got Superette, quite a short-lived indie rock band, formed in '93 in Auckland. This included members of the aforementioned JPS Experience and Fana, which I don't know much about. I don't have any of their stuff, but yeah, this is a reissue with I think everything that they ever did. Cool front cover there. There's your back cover. Stack of info on the inners there. And what have we got? Black vinyl with a nice purple coloured label. And again, some more info and touch me, I think it says on that cake. Interesting. And a white label on that one. Great record. Yeah, if you dig the JPS experience, you'd love yeah, that band as well. Which Superette, sorry. Yeah, a bit more indie than JPS. Alright, next we've got a 7-inch of solid gold hell. These guys formed in the early 90s. Again, members of JPS Experience and Spud, around until 1997. I think they reformed and did some shows like in the 2010s. I've just got the one, this single, Sugar Bag with Evil Cabaret. This is a bit more on the wild experimental end of things, but really good stuff. And that's yeah, as you can see from the label, that was on Flying Nun as well. And getting down towards the end of the vinyl with the more recent one, 20th anniversary vinyl reissue of the Subliminals album United State. On Flying Nun. This is a ripper too. Again, got that post-punk shoegaze sound. These are like a late 90s New Zealand band. Just, yeah, quite simple artwork, really, when you compare it to a lot of the other Flying Nun stuff. We've got wild, psychedelic looking drawings. Cool matching label there. And last of the vinyl, Ghost Wave, this 2013 album on Arch Hill / Flying Nun Records. Yeah, this is called Ages, this record. Formed in Auckland about 2010. Really cool indie rock stuff. Right, let's show a few CDs. First up, we'll go with the Shocking Pinks, which just come out 2007. Standout track for me has always been Emily, but this is a great record. Just in general, I was listening to this the other day, and just, yeah, it's got, you know, probably closer to that great 80s Flying Nun sound. Beautiful stuff. Oh, CD's about to jump out. There we go. There's your back cover. And next we've got the, bloody hell, dropping a lot of stuff today. Phoenix Foundation with their album Happy Ending. This is their fourth record. I've only just got the one. This is great stuff. They're 6-piece from Wellington, formed back in late 90s, 97 I think. Yeah, it's classic indie rock stuff, but yeah, towards the back half of the album there's even like a little bit of that bit of twang. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's country or anything, but really worth checking out. More on the mellow side, but good stuff. And then on the unmellow side, God Bows to Math. Yeah, 2011 album. Yeah, how do you describe this? It's kind of hardcore in its intensity, but it's kind of melodic. Like, it definitely has the shouty vocals and that, but there's a lot of hooks on this as well. Like, you'd look at that and you'd think that was like prime 80s Flying Nun stuff, but yeah, this is full on but awesome. And there's the CD. Right, and then a couple more, which I've kind of forgot about. Loves Ugly Children, so we're jumping back into the 90s. This is Cold Water Surf. These guys were from Christchurch, formed in '89. Kind of got a, I guess, you could call it a tremolo indie surf. I don't know, like it's unusual. Really good though. And then the Keiko album. I don't know if that's a saying overseas, but your cake-hole is your mouth. I'm sure English people use that one. But I don't know about you Yanks. Love yous, but you're weird. Cool CD, that cover. And lastly, Showered in Gold. Now, there we go. Whoa. Try that again. Great artwork on these two. Cool CD. And just one thing I want to show you is this great DVD. The Flying Nun one called Very Short Films. Of course it comes with some very cool artwork of the cover. How cool is that? And even the DVD looks great. And so this is just heaps of clips of all of the Flying Nun bands. So you've got everyone from the Clean to the Chills, Double Happies, Verlaines, Sneaky Feelings, yeah, Look Blue, Go Purple, Tall Dwarfs, Headless Chickens, Chris Knox, JPS Experience, 3Ds, yeah. They even got a great version of Death and Maiden by Stephen Malcolmus on here. Yeah, this is a really cool DVD which sort of puts all those great songs in one place. Good listen. And I cannot mention New Zealand, of course, without mentioning everybody's favourite folk funk duo, Flight of the Conchords. Oh, a world of happiness contained in these two CDs. Alright, that's a lot of New Zealand music. That was a bit weird. Got no control over my body sometimes. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. They've been big ones, and if you lasted the distance, I appreciate it. Take care.